So I start with 4 sheets of paper. I fold the front sheet into 2 halves. I cut open the back sheet and I made 1 inch zip allowance. I start by leaving 1 inch at the top of the sheet. That's my starting point. So I mark off half the shoulder measurement. I draw a line from there, a vertical line. On that line I'll be placing half the armhole measurement. I then mark off the neckline 2.5 inch by 2.5 inch for the front neckline. I'm drawing the neckline now. This is the front. I go to the back. The back is 2.5 inch by 1 inch. I make the curve. I do 1/2 inch for the shoulder slope. So from that point now, I'm going to put half of the armhole measurement. Then I'm going to put now 1/4 of the chest measurement on that line. I'm marking off the length of the blouse. I add 1 inch extra for stitching allowance and ease. This is the front part. I come in by 1/2 inch. I find the midpoint and come in by 1/2 inch. Then I draw the armhole curve. You don't do this for the back armhole. You don't come in by 1/2 inch. You add 1 inch for the stitching allowance at the top. Then I cut the pattern out. This is the back armhole I'm drawing now. Okay, now that I have my panels, I'm going to cut off about 3 inches from the blouse because I'll be placing a band at the waist. When cutting the band, make sure to add 1/2 inch stitching allowance to join it back to the blouse. Now the back will be a V back shape. It has V shape, so I'm cutting the V shape here. So this is the sleeve. I made it about 2 times the armhole measurement. The armhole I'm working with is 10, and I cut it. This is now 20 inches wide. I need 3 layers. So what I'll do here, I make running stitch at the top, and I pull the thread and gather it. So I've cut out the top, cut out the blouse, and I've cut the lining as well. So the main is the same measurement as the lining. So now I'm cutting the skirt, or the bottom part. So I use the measurement from the blouse. I place it on the panel like this. That is after I've arranged the fabric into a triangular way. Then I place the blouse on top to get the waist measurement. Then I measure and get the length of the skirt, and I make sure I add the stitching allowance. I do this for both the front panel and the back panels. So this is the front. Just mark the center point, the midpoint, because I'm going to run gathers in the waist. And this is the back panel. These are the back panels. And remember, I made a zip allowance of 1 inch. So I'm going to make running stitches at the top to gather it to the required waist measurement. The tulle fabric now I'll be placing on top. I'm placing it on top of the skirt, and I'm going to place it on top of the blouse as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to gather the tulle fabric and I'm going to stitch it onto the skirt. I'm going to do the same for the blouse. I'm going to stitch around to keep it down, like so. So you clip off now the excess. This little part here is for the zip allowance. Okay, that's for the zip. So I'm gonna now place the lining on. I'm gonna stitch on the lining. stitch around the neckline. Do a bottom stitch on the lining. This is the sleeve. Notice I've got 3 layers now. I'm going to be stitching them together. So I've gathered them to the measurement of the armhole. I'm going to put all 3 together now, and I'm going to stitch along at the top. Then I'm going to attach it now to the armhole. Before I do that, I'm going to mark the midpoint. For the midpoint now, you're going to place it right at the seam of the shoulder. Look what I'm doing now. When I'm finished stitching around the armhole, I'm gonna do this. I'm doing this because I want all the raw edges to hide inside. So look carefully. That's the lining I'm touching there too. I'm gonna make now some cuts around it because it's a curve, and when I flip it over I want it to be flat, so I'm making these curves, these cuts along the curve. I'm pulling it out now. So all the raw edges are hidden. Do the same for the other side. Now this is the band. I cut it about 7 inches wide. Notice how I'm placing it. I attach it to the waistline. I do the same for the back panels. This is what it looks like. I've attached it, I've ironed it. Now I am going to close off the sides. So the lining facing lining, right side facing right side, and then I'm going to just stitch. Now this is a skirt, so I've run some gathers along the waist. I just pull the thread together until I get the required measurement for the waist. Remember, you're going to leave out the zipper allowance. So I'm attaching now the tool to the top of the skirt before I join it to the blouse. The tool is also gathered. I'm not joining the sides, so I place the main on the main to main, and I'm just joining the tool to the tool. So you will cut the tool for the skirt longer than the main part. So I've joined the sides. So I'm ready now to put the zipper in. So place the zipper right side down and base it. Do the same for the other side and then stitch. That is after you have joined the center back. So stitch from the bottom, from the hemline up to where you want the zipper to start. And then place your zipper in. This is how it should look. If you like it, please remember to thumbs up, subscribe, make your comments, and share. So now I'm gonna make the bow. You decide what length you want your bow to be and what width. I've ironed interfacing on the wrong side just to make it a bit stiffer. Stitch and stitch. Flip it over on the right side. Poke out the corners. There it is, there's the bow. Thanks for watching. I hope you like this video. And this is how it should look.